Hey everyone, and happy Wednesday. All right, guys, welcome back. We're back to talk about the Real Housewives of New Jersey, reunion trailer. This trailer was so explosive. And not only that, Andy Cohen is talking about how Teresa Giudice contradicted herself on Watch What Happens Live. This whole Louis story and how his story has changed about the PI since the reunion. The reunion itself was just it's going to be insane. It's literally reality TV gold. And also today, we are live for our full recap with Chrissy Balls and Ricky Cornish at 1 p.m. Eastern. So I will pin that link in the comments. With that, I say let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys. So like I was saying, you know that we have this crazy reunion coming up and it's going to be wild. But before we get to the reunion, we have some stuff about Andy Cohen. Andy Cohen appeared on a podcast last week where he teased the upcoming reunion of the Real Housewives of New Jersey. He confirmed investigator Bo Dietl will be a hot topic on the new episodes and revealed Teresa Giudice contradicted herself on Watch What Happens Live. He also reacted to a rumor claiming Melissa Gorga cheated on her husband, Joe, and addressed the drama surrounding Louis wearing late no-no's pajamas. He said this. He doubled down on that on Watch What Happens Live, but then at the reunion said something different, that it was a pair of wrapped pajamas. He never actually wore them. Now, throughout the 13th season, Melissa's supposed cheating was a hot topic amongst the cast and ultimately led her and Joe to skip Teresa and Louis' wedding. Okay. I mean, there was a lot of drama that led to that. But hold on. So, according to Andy, he doesn't believe the report and doesn't think that the Real Housewives of New Jersey cast does either when it comes to Melissa and the whole cheating rumor. They all seem to really discount it, including Teresa, by the way. So I don't think it's true. She and Joe seem pretty in love, and I have to say, but Kim Zolciak and Corey Bierman also seemed pretty in love. Looking to the future, Andy said that when it comes to Teresa making amends with the Gorgas, he's not so sure that's possible. I kind of think they're done. I don't know. I have some thoughts about that, about what I think may be coming up for them that I won't share here, and we'll see. But moving on to the reunion, which we know is going to be explosive as hell. He said it was very combative. I showed my team at Watch What Happens Live the super tease for the reunion last night before the show, and their mouths were on the floor. It's super dramatic because there's a lot of stuff that comes out about Louis, and it's coming out, obviously, in the beginning. And there's a big conversation about this Bo Dietl private investigator. He also pointed out that there's been questions regarding what Bo knows about the cast, if he knows anything, and Louis' recent appearance on Watch What Happens Live. He was dodging it at Watch What Happens Live last night and said, no, he just made it up. It came out of thin air. And Teresa contradicted herself. And I'm here to tell you that that was not his story at the reunion. It was far different, and we really get into it. It's a major point of contention. My thing here is, with Andy calling out Teresa and Louis the way he is, he recently just did, and we'll play it again on the full recap today, but he recently just said, while on the radio, we're going to get to, or not on the radio, it was on two T's in a pod. We're going to get to the whole situation with production. Production right now is figuring out what we're going to do with Melissa and Teresa. If you saw in the trailer, Teresa goes, I can't wait till I never have to see your face again. And Melissa said, why, are you going somewhere? And she's like, no, you are. And I'm like, But from what we heard, Teresa, after getting married this season, they were trying to bring in Caroline Manzo because Caroline Manzo would have been able to kind of come in and maybe wrapped up Teresa and her storyline on the show. Teresa leaves. She has her beautiful family. She's happy. She wants to move to the West Coast. Like, that would put a button on everything, right? Well, that's not exactly what's going on because Caroline Manzo, obviously, we know there's the whole investigation with the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. There's the whole situation with Brandi Glanville. And Andy Cohen even recently spoke about it, saying that Caroline Manzo, I don't think that they could come to a price on what she felt like her time was worth to be back on the Real Housewives of New Jersey. And she did say, if something's not making me happy in my life right now, I'm not going to do it. But let's get to the reunion because there's a lot. Okay, so Page Six came out with this, and they said Teresa Giudice stormed away from her disgraceful brother, Joe Gorga, in the explosive New Jersey reunion trailer. In a preview clip for the upcoming season reunion released last night, Melissa Gorga, Andy Cohen asked Teresa Giudice if she believes Joe's wife, Melissa Gorga, was the one to call the FBI and put her in jail in 2015 over the fraud charges. I spoke to the FBI because of what you've done. That's what Teresa said. But to be fair with you, based off of the trailer, we didn't really get a gist of what she has done. It's like you get like the craziest clips, like the clips that are going to pull you in. And then once you have those clips, you're good. But what did she do? What is the big thing? That's the question. Hold on. So, Joe, who has remained faithfully by his wife's side amid her feud with his sister, he asked Teresa, "Oh, what are you threatening me?" To which she said, "I'm speaking the truth." The amusing world of Joe Gorga, comedian, refutes her, saying that it's all a lie. He added, "You broke my heart a long time ago." Now, his attitude seemingly pushed Teresa to tears, who yelled, "This is disgraceful. You should be ashamed of yourself." But the OGs of Jersey, or the OG of Jersey, since Teresa really, she's technically the only one, then got up from her spot on the couch and stormed off, screaming at her brother, while her husband Louis ran after her and she said, "Don't come following me." So she was clearly pissed. Now, earlier in the trailer, Andy asked Louis Ruelas why he hired private security who were trying to access the Bravo studio where the reunion was being filmed, and a private investigator. And he said, "Because we got death threats last week, Andy. We got death threats." And Melissa chimed in saying, "Oh, dear God, we're at delusions like at the highest level." But if you look at how the trailer is playing out, when they said that it's explosive, it's wild, they're screaming, you see a couple of times where Andy Cohen is flipping out, screaming at Teresa and Louis, saying, "Shut up, let them speak." Like this guy can't get through a reunion without everybody just like getting him to the next level. Her statement further set off Teresa, who told her, "I can't wait to never look at your face again after today. You're leaving." Now, the Gorgas feud with Teresa Giudice and Louis Ruelas reached an all-time high during the reunion following an explosive season 13, which we're not shocked by this at all. And my thing is I wanted to know because Rachel Fuda's husband comes out against Louis, Frank Catania came out against Louis, Joe Gorga obviously does not like Louis, and they're all talking about this business, and Joe was like, "Louis, why don't you say what happened with the business? Frank, why don't you say what happened with the business?" And Dolores was like, "Joe, I want you to stop. Stop now. Don't drag him into this." And Joe was just like, "Why? Why? Why not put it all out there?" So guys, we have a lot to discuss when it comes to the trailer, when it comes to Teresa's wedding special. Lots to discuss, lots to talk about. So before we go, don't forget to go and check out the link that is pinned in the comments. Smash that like button, show some love, and we'll see you so very soon. Bye, guys.